Oh, excellent. I know you were expecting me to have an order for you, but something else has come up. I wonder if you might keep my mother occupied for a spell. I have plans to tea with my conjurer friends, and there you go. She hasn't said anything, of course, but she's hidden my favorite dress. I know what that means. But I am going, and in that dress, too. He'll be there, my first sweetheart, and I would just die if he sees me in anything else. I know how this must seem to you, but my point is that I shall need time to search my house. I have no one else to turn to. Just keep my mother busy. She'll be where she always is, in the cathedral. Just ask her about religion or something. That'll keep her there for bells. Or I could just make you a new dress. No? Okay. Tale as old as time. Children suffocate, parents suffocating their children to keep them safe. How come? You haven't come to pray, have you? Yes, I am one with Hello. A likely story. You wandered in here out of boredom, didn't you? Has my daughter made even a single request of you? Of course not. If only she'd take to weaving and forget this courage and nonsense. You may think me unfair, but my daughter is everything to me, and I cannot... I lost my husband. I would have lost my mind had it not been for Avro. I want the war take her from me too. There's absolutely no need for her to see battle. Her so-called friends seem to speak of nothing but fighting. They're little more than maids. Act maidenly? Really, the young ladies these days are... Yep. Kids these days, yep. I've talked your ear off. Well, I'd best be getting home now. Thank you, though. More of our young were as good listeners as you. Averil, owe me big for this. Gave me the kids these days speech for like an hour. Find your damn dress. Archon, I found my dress. It's hardly a splendid evening gown, but another never bought me better. Couldn't find the dress gloves though. Mother must have thrown them away. In fairness, I've used them so much that the fingers had worn through. Could you make me a new pair? I'd like something tasteful that matches my dress. Holy rainbow gloves would do it, I should think. As pretty as you could make. Yeah, they're right here. Finish my holy rainbow gloves? Sorry, I don't mean to rush you. It's just that I'm bursting to see my friends. This is what I mean when I say I prepped this. All the items are made already. Isn't that the same dress you were wearing? They're absolutely gorgeous, Archon. The cloth has such a luster, and the stitching is so fine. I feel as though I could dance, they're so wonderful. I never could have made something so splendid. It must be so sublime to bring happiness to people with your handiwork. Oh, and tea. Tea will be all the more wonderful now. Can't wait to see what my childhood sweetheart thinks of these. It's been beastly trying to meet him, you know, because Mother never approved of him being from the broom. He's the most gentle soul. Well, a bit clumsy. I don't know what he'd do without me. Well, now that I've seen your work with my own two eyes, there are about 100 things I'd like you to make. I'll be in touch. After tea, of course. I'm going to have such a backlog of lightning crystals now. I better not run out anytime soon. That at all, but whatever. It's absolutely perfect, Archon. Tea, I mean. My sweetheart was there. He hadn't changed a bit, the clumsy dear. It's just, he's not doing so well. He didn't have the head for conjuries, so he's given up. Now he means to serve House Durandare as a soldier. He's just not cut out for it. I realize he has no choice, but His first battle is fast approaching. I'm worried he won't come back. So I'm going with him. Poor thing needs someone to watch over him. Just go to war, though. I'll need to be accepted as a Kurgan first. That means getting my conjurer up to snuff. I'll need the proper attire, too, if you catch my drift. Firstly, I want a hat. Can't just be a Kurgan's hat, though. Mother will catch wind of my plans in an instant. No, get away with this if it looks like something a prim young lady would wear. Fortunately, I have no idea what's in fashion, let alone what prim young ladies are wearing. That's where I'd like you to begin. I'm sure the more dapper townsfolk would be happy to tell you about their hats. You want me to wander town and ask rich folks about their hats? Okay, fine, fine. What's up? What kind of hat you wearing? Also, where the hell are these guys? How do I... I'm gonna just teleport to Last Vigil. I don't know what I was doing. You. Well-dressed town person. What kind of hat you wearing? Hats are in vogue this season. Cavaliers' hats, everyone knows that. I'm terribly sorry I don't keep up on modern fashion. I am too busy saving the world. Oh, Cavaliers' hats are all the rage. Knights wore them first, of course. Still on the wear an air of chivalry. They seemed almost insulted that I didn't know. What's up? Cavaliers' hats. Hats, huh? Who would have thought? Well, in any case, that takes care of the form. But what of the function? I suppose we'd want something that lends itself to healing, but I'm not sure what that would entail. But your guildmaster knows something of this. He must have an opinion on the matter. Could you ask him for me? You're sending me back to Ul'dah. Lucky it's my home location, because spending money to find out what kind of hat you should wear seems like a waste. Better be paying me well. More than the teleport would cost, but... Sup? Oh, that is a tale I hadn't expected to hear. This girl wants a hat she can wear as easily about town as into battle. It is tricky. Wouldn't expect civilians to commonly wear Cavalier's hat like you're describing. Fishguard's taste in fashion stems from our people's warring spirit. But that's neither here nor there. As to your question, the best fabric for healers is woven in fibers that absorb ether. I suggest using Holy Rainbow cloth. Not only is its conductivity superb, but it should also make for a gorgeous hat. Hey, real quick, hop back to Ul'dah and ask him what to make the hat of. Same thing you made the gloves out of. Bro? Here's your stupid hat. Giddy to see what you and your guildmaster have come up with. Well, he suggested to get you this, and then I just... Hold on, I'll be right back with what I got you. Thank you. It's quite fetching on me, if I do say so myself. Best of all, no one would mistake me for a healer. Freskin? What in heaven's name? Thank you, Avro. Pain's all gone. Got a great hand with healing magics, same as ever. What happened to you? Hurt yourself training? Not quite. Just tired out from all that running around bit, and I lost my footing on the way down from the Hopland, and I fell down the stairs. Archon, this is Freskin, my friend, who I told you about earlier. Avril, you look beautiful. Or that cap you've got is really something. Just, and it's secretly a conjurer's hat. This weaver waited for me for my practice. This way, Mother would never. Gods, my mother, Freskin, you need to come now. Go to a bloodbath if she finds you here. She's in the church. Like, all the way over there. I told you he was clumsy. What in the world would he do without me? Well, when I'm in need of another favor, I'll let you know. But for now, let's practice, practice, practice. House Durandar takes only the bestest chirurgeons. Dum. She saw Mama coming. Oh hey, I leveled up again. Archon, I have wonderful tidings. House Durandar accepted me as a chirurgeon. I can go with Freskin now. Of course, I've yet to tell Mother. She's been acting strangely. Why, she asked me to spin a wool donation. Told me she needed it last bell. So I worked as fast as I could and just finished it. I hate to ask, but would you be a dear and take it to her? I'd deliver it myself, but Freskin has been training with his master-at-arms, and I'm worried about him. I'll have to inspect him when he gets back to make sure he's alright. Why do I have to tank the Mama Rage? What are you doing here? Got this stuff. It's probably garbage, right? No, I had hoped Avril would come herself, but I wasn't expecting her until later. She shouldn't have finished this quickly. She is improving. Very well. Tell her to make a set of monastic robes. If she can't do it, she will not be leaving the house on these ridiculous outings. I will forbid it. She has everything she needs for weaving in her chambers. Don't you dare make the robes for her. If you sew so much as one stitch, I will be able to tell. Mama said you got work to do. Mama said no dates until you finish your robes, and also you're not allowed to leave the house ever. Just gonna say, he managed to bang himself up a bit on the road home somehow. Now what of Mother? She wasn't too angry, was she? Is that a jest? I can't just make my monastic robes with a flick of my wrist. It's as if she sensed I'm lying. Why else would she burden me with an impossible task and take my freedom if I fail? Gods, if only you could do it for me. Mother will notice, and then I'll be locked at home forever and ever. I'll just have to roll up my sleeves and do it myself. Where do I begin? Just for monastic... Oh, that's right. Crawler silk. Ugh. It's impossible to find any of quality in Ishgard. Not cheating if you spin me the silk and I make the robe, is it? That's it. I can do this if you make me 3 spindles. Please? Yeah, they're right here. Honestly, what is she thinking? I'll show Mother I can do it. I just need crawler silk. Beautiful. This is exactly what I expect from you, Archon. God's willing, it shouldn't be too hard to make monastic robes for using these materials. I'll get to weaving them now. Wait here. I'd like you to look over my effort. Error. That turned out much better than I expected. All thanks to the crawler silk you spun me, I dare say. Avril, what are you doing loafing about here? I gave you a task, and it's done, Mama. Hello to you too, Mother. Oh, and the robes are finished. What? How? Did Archon make them for you? Are you passing his work off as your own? Don't lie to me, girl. My Mother, you wronged me. He did obtain the materials, but I stitched the robes from collar to hem entirely by myself. Thank you. Sims aren't quite even. Very much your handiwork. So happy you're satisfied, Mother. I take it I have your permission to be away from home more often. It's just more pleasant outside, don't you think? Girl, you remind me of yourself when you were younger? Your father? World? Oh, who cares? She didn't say no. I've got all the time I need to practice conjuring now. Thank you again, Archon. I'll call you again for one last request, if that's alright. Just before Freskin and I leave. I don't actually care. What now? You have to buy the Master Weaver book. I've already bought it. The master scripts you're getting from Zolialiapos, you can use those to buy it. From the same vendor that we bought the gear. Just need to go into a different section. There's also Rowena's supplier by the Aetherite Plaza in Ishgard offers them too. Freskin and I will be bound to the front lines soon. I'm ready for it. Well, mostly. I have one last request for you, at least for the time being. Could you create me a garment to wear into battle? Mother doesn't know I'm leaving, and I'm not telling her. Imperative that the clothing be sufficiently fashionable, lest she grows suspicious of my true plans. Could you speak with the townsfolk again? I'd like to blend in with them, so as to make her think I'm off on some social outing. I'm sorry to ask this of you, but you've seen how Mother gets. I don't want her to worry. No matter what I say, she won't understand. Just can't be what she wants me to be. No, the less she knows about my plans, the better. And once again, we talk to the rich fuckers. What should she wear? Why don't you know? Okay, where'd they go this time? There's one of them. Hello, well-dressed town person. What do the rich and famous wear now? To wear with a cavalier's hat? Well, a doublet, of course. If it must match your cap. Or you look as strange as a goblin with a goblin's head. Obviously. Clearly, you can't have clothes that don't match. That's just common sense. You down here? No. Where are you? Let's see. Where are you? The other rich bastard. Oh, they're there. My outfit? I'm flattered that you ask. This is my finest meal, and I started it with my cavalier's hat. It does seem to be what everyone is wearing these days. They wear something called a miqo'te. I think it's like this thing. So the townsfolk are wearing miqo'tes and doublets. Quite fond of both styles. A doublet will do for me. It reminds me of an old one we've got at home. I thought it was quite pretty. Perhaps Mother wore it, back before she became so dull. If I could use it, I would. But it's not meant for battle. Actually, could you speak with your guildmaster about that? As with my hat, the doublet will need to serve as armor too. You can wait 30 seconds until my return. It's off cooldown. And also, this is for last time and this time too. Hey, I need you to go to your guildmaster all the way back in Ul'dah and ask him what to make my clothes out of. Hey Rose, I got another stupid question for you. Can you give me another super basic answer? Heavens, off to war now, is she? I suppose that is Ishgard's way. It's a pity she means to further deceive her own mother, but I understand her request. She may not return from a battle, and if you must go, go with style. Why, you could say the fabric of Ishgardian life is woven from loss. That is why their art is such beauty. Their lives are as glorious candles, burning twice as bright but half as long. I dare say that gem will inspire me for some time, Archon. Ah, but you were asking about fabrics. We discussed how magic wielders' needs are best served by fibers absorbed aether, yes? Then if you considered where the battle will be fought, Garthus is frigid, and frostbite can kill just as easily as dragonfire. Only the warmest of fabrics will do. Chimerical felt. Chivalric fabric of healing made of this ought to suit Averil's needs. Nope. Go here. Yeah. So this is crafting supplies, master recipes 1. This is where you get Books for 3 to 9. You need 3. As you can see by the check mark, we already have it. Need book 3, the recipe for chimerical, the chimerical felt thingamajig this pain in the butt wants is in it. Et voila. Here, I got your damn robe. Oh, it is all aflutter. Can't wait to see what you bring me. Or is it that I'm anxious about the battles ahead? Well, is it done? Yep. Oh, it doesn't have to be high quality? Okay, force I have it. Stunning. I'll be the belle of the battlefield. Thank you so much. Now there's nothing holding me back. I do wish Mother... No, it is best if she doesn't know. Freskin and I will go via the Ark of the Worthy. Please, see us off there. It's bad luck to leave without a soul to say goodbye to. How much you want to bet Mama's going to be there and she's going to finally realize that she's being kind of a pain. Right, Plaza. Ark of the Worthy. Thank you for coming, Archon. When I return, I'll be sure to tell you about all our adventures. I don't make it back. Tell Mother that I was chasing my dreams. That I was happy. Farewell, my friends. Avril, where are you going dressed like that? To war! That is to say, we're going to the front... To the fete. Right, darling? That's why I'm wearing my finest. For the, fete. Is that so? Cancel your plans. The cathedral has more need of more monastic robes, and right this very instant, no. Let it wait, Mother. This party for so long. Party is more important than the gods' work, yes. Your last robes were so well received, I think you'll need to make 100 sets. You can do it, yes? Truth, Mother? I'm a Corrosion. I'm leaving for the front lines tonight. With my sweetheart. Don't try to stop me. I couldn't bear sitting at home praying for my Freskin's safety when I could see to it myself. Bad luck, you know. Leave without letting me say goodbye. Your raiments give you away, dear. I know a Corrosion's doublet when I see it. I want one myself. Just hoped you never would. Went to war too. Father was so gallant. I was so in love with him. Could I not go? I never told him I was with child. He died not knowing. Because I was slow when I needed to be fast. He died. Died because of me. That guilt destroyed the woman I was. Gave up Conjury to raise you. Tried to forget my mistakes through alone. I wanted you to know war. From harm meant keeping you home, so be it. Then I saw you, studying Conjury with him. Panicked. Everything I could do to stop you. I tried. My actions only drove you further towards the battlefield. But doublet suits you. Back when I was young and sincere and passionate, I'm sure it suited me too. Do remember that desire to do good. Protect the ones I love. Go, Avril. Go with my blessing. Keep him safe. Promise me you'll come back. I promise, Mother. Everything I hold dear. Thank you. Thank you, Archon. That's so hard to have that conversation anytime in your lives. No, you need to wait until the moment your actions almost drive you apart. You realize it's not what you want. But that is the Weaver's quest for Heavensward, so we will not have any more until we finish up with Heavensward post patches. Are going to leave ourselves in front of St. Raymond's Cathedral. And next time we will finish up the Scholasticate.